said the mission or one of the goals of the Eternal Spring Institute is to spread the authentic, you said the authentic version or the authentic history of this beautiful art of Wing Chun and the other arts that are connected and related to it. Why do you think nowadays most of the people, they don't know about this in-depth history and they don't know from where it comes actually?
Now, first of all, that is resolved for the people that really want to know. Very soon, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, my book will be out. 3rd edition of my book, The History of Wing Chun and the Six Core Elements. Almost 550 pages. All the history is explained there in depth, according to my personal research. You know, in the West, the unfortunate thing that happened, but at the same time, yes, two sides of the same coin, at the same time, very fortunate, is that Bruce Lee, who was and still is an icon, he became so famous, so that people wanted to do what Bruce Lee did. So he did Yip Man Wing Chun. Yeah? He did Wing Chun, his Sifu was Yip Man, so Yip Man Wing Chun. So Yip Man Wing Chun became the blueprint of Wing Chun. And that is a little bit unfortunate in the sense that people think, that is what Wing Chun is and that is how it should look like, and not realizing that there are many other lineages of Wing Chun. Yeah, no matter if it's Yun Kei San Wing Chun, Yun Chai Wan Wing Chun, Pao Fa Lin Wing Chun, Gulo Wing Chun. There is so many different types of Wing Chun. So already 20 years ago with my YouTube channel and stuff, I brought out to the public more Wing Chun lineages out of China. And of course, the awareness has grown. But still, that lineage, the Yip Man lineage, is what people perceive to be Wing Chun. Most people. And that is what happened. The Donnie Yen films, Yip Man 1, 2, 3, did not help with that.
Most of the people, when they hear the word Wing Chun, the first thing that comes to their mind is Yip Man.
Yes.
Of course, because of the movies and because of, like you said, Bruce Lee.
What's important to know is that Wing Chun is more than just Yip Man. Okay, that is the thing.
Okay, with all that we said until now, one question comes to my mind. What actually the Eternal Spring Institute can offer to the people? What can give to the world?
Okay, like I mentioned before, but maybe I should tell again, because not so easy to understand for most people. It is any association in the world, but also any practitioner, any Sifu, even if you don't have an association, even if you just have one school, or even if you don't have a school, you can come to the Eternal Spring Institute. Okay, we pretty booked full, but you can contact us. You can contact me through social media, and you can make an appointment, and then you can start to study. So, if you decide to learn one of our arts, which is 1700s Wing Chun, the Wing Chun, the Yang Tai Chi Chuan, the Ermei Chuan, Fujian White Crane. If you decide to learn any of those arts, you can, if you want, and you run a school or an association, implement that program from the Institute in your school as some kind of an upgrade program. So like I said, you teach, let's say you teach Taekwondo 5 times a week, and you want, okay, I'm going to the Institute and I'm going to learn. That can be combined, of course, with Zoom lessons. So because people come maybe 2, 3 times a year to the Institute. I have people who came much more often because, like we said before, Madeira is stunning. They come here once, they say, wow, and then they want to come.
I can relate to this.
Yeah, then they want to come much more. But anyway, the rest of the lessons can be done also by Zoom. And then you get your degrees, and then you can open your classes in your school associations or whatever that is recognized by the Eternal Spring Institute. And like that you are connected. So I see the Eternal Spring Institute like some kind of university, you know, a university of some of the Chinese martial arts, mostly Chinese internal martial arts. Another art I forgot to mention is Yichuan. And yeah, you have that connection directly with the Orient, you know, with China. Because we are also recognized by the Qingwu Association out of Hong Kong. Like I said, Sifu Kleber, Sifu Saniso, they are all in China and Hong Kong. So we have that regular connection. I'm leaving next month myself again to China for a month. So by having this, it's like a mountain in your back, a quality seal. You know, it's maybe funny to mention, but somebody said that to me a few months ago. He said, you know, Nintendo video games, in the past they had the seal of quality on it. You could see it like that. You have your own logo, your own association, everything, and you have a seal of quality from the Eternal Spring Institute, you know, if you decide to work with us. So yeah, that's basically.
Is it possible to combine all these arts? Because maybe some people, maybe they would want to learn 3 arts or 2 arts.
You know, of course, everything is possible. I first started with Yip Man Wing Chun. I finished Yip Man Wing Chun, the curriculum. You never finished in martial arts, but the curriculum. And then I decided to start Wing Chun. Then I finished the Low Family Wing Chun, then I finished Tang Yik Wing Chun. Then I delved into Fujian White Crane, you know. Then I delved into Tai Chi Chuan, the Huang Tai Chi Chuan. I finished that, then I started the Yang Tai Chi Chuan. I finished the curriculum of that. And so I think it's important that at least the curriculum and the principles, the concepts, everything that entails the curriculum, you finish it from beginning to end, and then start another trajectory. Otherwise it can be confusing and it becomes maybe a mess. Why I did that? Because I always want to go to the source. I believe you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you come from. So I wanted to know, okay, Yip Man Wing Chun, what is connected to it? Let me take, okay, Yun Kei San, Yun Chai Wan, you know, then Fok Bo Chun, okay, you have here the Snake Crane Sei Hok Wing Chun, you have the 1700s Wing Chun, the ancient single long set Siulin Tao form. And where did it come from? Okay, it comes from Fujian White Crane and Hermes. Okay, I want to learn those arts. So I always look in history and then I want to delve deeper and then study where it all comes from. I believe in martial art is not so easy, like, the more new, the more modern, the better. It's not always like that. Yeah? In martial arts, very often you go back in time, you find more authentic knowledge, which can even be sometimes more effective. For the simple fact of the matter is, in the history, in the past, it was like a whole holistic lifestyle. So, for example, if I was a martial artist, I was also versed in healing. I was also versed in the philosophy behind it. It can be Taoism, can be Buddhism, can be Confucianism. Yeah? If I was a warrior, okay, I was also regularly on the battlefield and I had to use the martial art for life and death situation. So there you cannot permit a mistake. Nowadays, you go in the UFC or what, and you make a mistake, okay, you get knocked out, no problem, you can try again, you know. But back then it was a different time, so it's not always true. In some cases it is, but it's not always true that the modern martial arts is much more effective than the older lineages. It's just not that easy to do the research and find authentic masters. This I agree with. To learn the real authentic Chinese internal martial arts, I had to search long, and I stumbled upon many frauds. It even happened that I was a few months studying with a fraud, but eventually the universe helped me and made me find the gems, the right way. You know? And if you find the right way, and somebody who can really let you experience what internal martial arts all about and can do, then it is mind-blowing. And that quality, that mind-blowing quality, that is what we try to pass on here at the Eternal Spring Institute. So somebody does not have to do all the research, all the trips to Southeast Asia, traveling throughout all Taiwan to find it. We collected it, all the knowledge, we finished the lineages, and we're giving it you here in a systematic manner, systematic Western way to give you the knowledge, the authentic Chinese internal martial arts knowledge.
I think it's for the people that want a little bit more information about that, I would definitely recommend to read your book after 3 weeks, like you said. And in the book they can read in depth about the history, the relations between the mother arts of the Wing Chun, and how they influence the sets that we know nowadays. So I really would recommend to everyone that wants to learn more to read your book.
Yeah.